Barcelona's return to the Camp Nou? Delayed. Ter Stegen? Might miss 4 months. And Markus Rashford? He's about to become one of Barca's highest-paid players ever on a 1-year loan. So what's really going on behind the scenes? Let's break it all down, because the truth might shock you. Hello my lovely Barca fans, welcome back to Barca Talks. Hit the like button and let's get into it. First, we have to talk about the Camp Nou, because recently, things haven't been going well. There have been worrying reports, and I've waited a bit to talk about them. But now, let's go over everything, because this is serious. Remember, the club originally said we'd return to the Camp Nou in December 2024. That didn't happen. Then they said February 2025. And looking back now, let's be honest, did anyone really believe that was possible? So now here we are in the summer, and we thought, finally, we're leaving Montjuic and going home to our new stadium. Everyone was excited, and the club made it official. They announced that the Gamper match on August 10th would be played at the Camp Nou. There was a big video, a big announcement, and Joan Laporta was right in the middle of it all. He even touched the new speakers inside the stadium. But now, that return video has been deleted from social media. Unfortunately for the club, many people already saw it. And now, the bad news is, we're not going back to the Camp Nou for the Gamper match. The city council didn't give approval for the game to be held there. That's because the construction isn't as far along as the club hoped. But that's not the only problem. We're now hearing in the media that it's going to be a race against time just to have the stadium ready for the start of the season. Our first home league game is in early September. Barca asked for the first 3 games to be away from home to give more time. But even with that, are we going to be ready? Is everything going to be done in time? And here's an even bigger worry, the Champions League. The first group game is on September 17th. If the Camp Nou isn't ready by then, and we have to play that first match at Montjuic, we'll have to play all our Champions League group games there, because UEFA rules say you have to play all group games at the same stadium. That means if we're not ready in time, we'll play all the group games away from the Camp Nou. And that's why the media is saying we could return to Montjuic again for the first part of the season. And to be honest, if we do that, what's stopping the club from saying, oh it's just the start, then later, it's just half the season, and before you know it, we're there all year? It's possible. It could happen. And sure, delays happen, it's a big project. But all we ask is honest communication from the club. Stop rushing announcements. Stop promising things too early. The delays themselves are not the worst part. What hurts the most is the lack of trust it creates with the fans. We've also heard the club had a strong contract with Limac, the Turkish construction company, and that they would be fined for every day the stadium was late. But honestly, we've heard nothing concrete about that so far. Now, let's leave the stadium situation aside for a moment and talk about Marc-André Ter Stegen. Some big news came out in the last 24 hours. He will not travel with the team for the preseason tour in Asia. That decision was made by the club, and he now seems very separated from the rest of the team. Right now, we're hearing that Ter Stegen is still thinking about whether to get back surgery. If he does, he'd be out for around 4 months. And honestly, the timing is strange. The season is just starting. He had weeks off after the last campaign, why wait until now to consider surgery? And don't forget, it's a World Cup year. Yet there's no urgency from him to make a decision. Most players in his situation would have already done the surgery by now. But here, it's like, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. We'll see. We need a clear answer. Because if he does get surgery, the club won't need to register him for the season. That means Barca can use 80% of his wages to register other players like young keeper Joan Garcia. That helps in the short term. But what happens in January if Ter Stegen is fit again? We've already seen problems with this, like what happened with Christensen and Dani Olmo. If we register new players using Ter Stegen's salary, but then he returns in January, we'll have another big mess. And don't believe those in the media who say, don't worry, he'll leave in January. Why would he? He hasn't shown any interest in playing right now. He's thinking of getting surgery in a World Cup year. That doesn't scream motivation. There's no guarantee he'll leave. The best thing for Barca? He should leave now. That would allow us to register not just Garcia, but even Rashford easily. But sadly, that's looking unlikely. It's more likely that he stays, maybe gets surgery, or maybe delays it again. And now, let's finally talk about Markus Rashford. There's a lot of excitement around this deal. Even in my last video, so many fans were happy about it. People are really interested to see what Hansi Flick can do with him. He's improved so many players before, and there's real talent in Rashford. Now let's talk money. At first, the media said Rashford would earn 10 million gross, about 5 million net. But yesterday, Fabrizio Romano reported something different. He said Rashford's salary will actually be 14 million gross, around 7 million net. That's a lot. No doubt about it. It puts Rashford among Barca's higher earners. But before we complain too much, let's remember, first, it's just a one-year loan, not a long-term deal. Second, there's no loan fee, we didn't pay anything extra to get him. And finally, there's no obligation to buy, and the buy option is a fair price from what we're hearing. So, yes, the salary is high, but overall, it's still not a terrible deal. That said, could we have done better? I think so. Honestly, this is Barca and Deco's department. United clearly wanted to get rid of Rashford. They made it public. Rashford also made it clear he only wanted Barca. With all that in our favor, we still ended up agreeing to those wages. So yes, we probably should have negotiated better. But, at the end of the day, if Rashford performs, if he scores goals, helps us rotate the squad, gives Flick new options, then it's worth it. The wages won't matter. It's not like we spent 100 million. It's 14 million gross, 7 million net, reportedly. Now it's up to Rashford to prove his worth. The latest update? Rashford flew to Barcelona last night. His medical is happening today, and he even met Hansi Flick this morning at the Ciutat Esportiva. That's great, because now he's ready for the preseason tour in Asia, and that's super important. Being on the tour means he can get used to the team, the environment, and playing in a Barca shirt. It also gives him more time to train with Flick. That's what excites me. I don't care what happened at Manchester United. I care about what Flick can do with him here. Flick pushed to sign him. He believes in him, and I believe Flick will get the best out of Rashford again. Flick will bring that fire back. It's been missing for a while. But now Rashford is here, in a place he wants to be, and he has a fresh start. I'm still excited about this deal. It's a smart move. It's low risk, and if we use it right, it could be a brilliant success. So those are my thoughts, guys, on Marcus Rashford coming to Barca. Let me know what you think. Are you happy with the signing? What do you think of those wages? Could we have done better in the deal? Let me know all your thoughts down below. I'll see you soon, lots more videos coming your way. Thanks for watching as always. And until next time, Visca el Barca, Visca Catalunya. Enjoy!